All right, guys, I am back. So let's hopefully that fixes the chat. Let's see here. May have to re-moisten this beard down. Just kind of getting their beard wet again. Kind of dried up a little bit. All right. Think we're right back to it. Right back to it. My apologies, guys. My apologies. All right. Two back in here. Comment, guys. Let me know if this is fixed. I don't think it is, but let me know. All right, we may have to go comment list today. May have to go. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, see, nothing is coming up here, guys. I don't know what is happening here. So, if you could comment, that'd be great. We may have to go church lady and talk amongst yourselves. But nothing is coming in on my end, guys, and I sincerely apologize about that. But I think we're just gonna push forward, move forward, and just go over the beard care products and a little bit of a cleaning routine today. So I just kind of want to wet my beard down just a little bit more. Kind of dried up a little bit there. Yeah, this chat is not working, guys. Chat is not working. All right, but we're gonna move forward, guys. We're gonna move forward. So my sincere apologies. See if I can poke around for another minute or so here. Let's see if I can try to send something again. All right, let's try to send that. Yeah, it won't let me send anything either, so I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. I'm not sure what's going on, but I appreciate you guys coming back in here. Let's move forward with this. Again, I'm gonna have to wet this beard down. You guys ever run into an issue like this where you can't get the oils in right away? Just wet the beard down again. Wet the beard down again. I'm going to go ahead and comb back right through. So appreciate you guys sticking around. Appreciate you sticking around. And apologize I can't see your comments. But we're going to push forward. Push forward with the routine. We got 5 in here. We got 5 in here, guys. I'll probably repeat myself a bunch that the chat's not working. So I'm not sure. Nothing's coming up on my end. If someone could maybe DM me on IG and see if you guys can see it on your end, that would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. All right, so we're gonna get back to drying the beard a little bit. I wetted it down. And I think we're at a good point to get some oils up in there. So from the description, we have a mix of Tabletop, Deadman's, and Weatherbeard today because you guys voted and there was a two-way tie between a mix of Deadman's and Tabletop and Deadman's and Weatherbeard. But so we're for Weatherbeard, I'm not going to do the oils, but I got a couple other products to showcase from Weatherbeard that's going to kind of match and mesh with the scents from Tabletop and Deadman's. So from Tabletop, I'm going to grab Summer Solstice, Summer Solstice, and from Deadman's, I'm going to grab Revive. So I'm going to go with like a grapefruit citrus kind of vibe today. Grapefruit citrus kind of vibe. So thanks for staying in. You guys are going to have to just talk some amongst yourselves today. The chat is broke. I don't know what's going on. I've tried to restart this thing. Tried to collapse things, tried to restart it. Not quite sure, guys. So sincere apologies. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. We're gonna push through. We're gonna push through it. So I'm gonna start with a dropper of the Summer Solstice from Tabletop, And look at that color. Look at that color. Very nice from Tabletop. So we're going to do a dropper of their Summer Solstice from Tabletop. And I'm going to bring in like a grapefruit vibe from Deadman's. Deadman's. And Deadman's is featured tonight on Dan and Sam's Beer Device Live. So we're just going to get that focused in on the skin level. Get that right down to the skin. Citrus and grapefruit galore. So again, guys, apologize. Can't see your chats. I'm going to check my IG in a minute. If someone could DM me and let me know if you guys can see things on your end, that'd be fantastic. So I could at least isolate where the problem is. I'm sure it's with Restream. This is the first time Restream has really given me an issue. All right. So that's for the skin level. That's for the skin level. And then for the main body of the beard, I'm just going to keep it those same two oils. Same two oils. The Revive from Deadman's. And I'm going to do roughly a quarter dropper-ish. Maybe a little hair more. And I'm going to bring in the Summer Solstice. And again, a roughly quarter to a half-ish. And guys, this is smelling good. Citrus and grapefruit. So darn good right now. And for the 5 of you that are in here, appreciate that. Appreciate you hanging in. Really, really appreciate that. Just kind of distributing through the beard. And just kind of getting rid of some of the flyaways. Or I'm sorry, the shedders. And if you guys have some shedding, every once in a while I like to check to see if one end has the bulb or not, to make sure my beard is healthy. And it looks like there is one on this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But it looks like I do have a little bit of bulb, so normal shedding. Normal shedding. If you don't have a bulb, one of those bulbs on the end, not a natural shed. Oh my gosh, this one is not coming off. There we go. There we go. And then I do have a little bit extra, so I'm just going to kind of spread that around. Get that nourishment, get the scent kind of around. And I'm going to check my IG in just a second, guys, if one of you guys DM'd me to see if that chat's coming in on your end. All right, then I'm going to come back through with my Chicago number 8 and just distribute the oils. Just distribute the oils. Yep, yeah, no comments. No comments are displaying here. So, unfortunately, I wish I could interact with your comments, guys, but something is going on. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. All right. So just kind of distributing the oil, light exfoliation at the skin level with my Chicago number 8. Maybe more of a narration today. Maybe that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be narrating it. All right. All right. So now we can get the heat going. And I'm going to get my heat kit here. And we're going to start with the Aberlite Corded Pro. And we'll get this thing plugged in. And get that started warmed up to 340 for my sweet heat spot. Let's mischief manage this cord here. And then get out the old co-share. Get out the old co-share. All right. And so while that's absorbing, we can kind of go over the routine today. And as you can see from the description, it's going to be a mix of products from Deadman's, from Weatherbeard, and from Tabletop today. So from Deadman's, and something I haven't done for a while is stripping wash. I actually did some stripping wash today. Yep, and this is the unscented one from Deadman. Suds up well, cleans my beard. Very good. Very, very good stuff here. Yep, yep. Leaves my beard feeling clean, washes away clean, suds up well. The Deadman's stripping wash, and I haven't done this for quite a while. So I just wanted to kind of showcase this from Deadman's a little bit. Yep, yep. And then also because today is conditioning day, and because I stripped wash today, because you always want to use some conditioner after a stripping wash, I brought in Weatherbeard Base Camp Conditioner. And guys, this stuff is too legit to quit. What I like about this is that you don't need a lot. It spreads evenly in the beard, and it just does its job to a very exceptional level. One of three I've gotten twice, and this one is awesome. This one's super awesome. And if you have any head hair, of course I can't attest to this, but just what I've heard from the community, this is very good for head hair. So if you have some, or someone in your life has some head hair, please, please get this one. It's very, very good. Very, very good stuff here. Very good. Please, please go check that out. Very good. Very, very good. And then you guys already saw the oils. We'll go ahead and showcase them again before we get into this heat routine. And that would be a mix of kind of some grapefruit, citrusy kind of vibes today from Deadman's and from Tabletop. But from Tabletop, it was the summer solstice. Summer solstice. And it's described as summer and citrus. And look at that color of the oil. So, so good. So, so good. Very, very good here. Very good. Absolutely loving this stuff. And then kind of keeping with that citrusy kind of vibe, I brought in Revive from Deadman's. And this is the older blend, if I remember correctly. Yep. This is the older blend. And I believe also part of the essential oil line from Deadman's. So kind of going with like a citrusy grapefruit kind of vibe, which is a little hint for a Weatherbeard product that'll be coming up at the end. Yep. Very good together. And this is for the skin level and for the main body of the beard. And for the main body of the beard. All right, guys, I'm going to check my IG real quick in case one of y'all DM'd me just to see, because I cannot, let's see, yep. YouTube. So Chris DM me. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. We can see each other's chat on YouTube Live, but nothing from you. I cannot chat. Just Mark and I chatting in the second stream. Nice. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Casting to the TV doesn't display the comments. Okay, good. Just a blue screen. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing right here, guys. Is just no comments are coming through. Yeah, so it's got to be Restream. Restream's got to be thanks. So okay, those thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, Mark and Chris. Appreciate you. So that kind of knows it's isolated to Restream here. It must be having some issues. So, but you guys coming in here, sticking around, sincerely appreciate that. I sincerely appreciate that. All right, guys, let's get into this heat routine. And then also don't forget, we're gonna do a cleaning routine at the end as well. We're gonna clean these tools. Gonna clean the hair dryer. Gonna clean the heated brush as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. I believe we are in the window, the safe zone of absorption, if you will. And we're gonna start with the co-share. Start with the co-share. And if you guys see any new folks coming in, Mark and Chris, anybody, if you guys see any new folks coming in, if you don't mind updating them in the chat, that I cannot see any chats. So as you can see, this blue screen. Ooh, oh, right there, right there. Nothing is coming through on my end. If you guys don't mind doing me a favor and updating some new folks if they come in here that the chat, at least on my end, on the restream end, is not working. I would sincerely appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. All right, guys, let's get into this heat routine. So co-share, medium heat, low speed, Chicago name. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention for the conditioning routine is I did use my number 14 for the conditioning routine, just to kind of spread the condition around, kind of get it worked in. It was the number 14 for the conditioning routine. Yep. All right, let's get into it, guys. So just on one side of the beard or the other, I'm just gonna start in a nice, slow, even pace, and just kind of keep it slow, not too fast. And if you need to talk like Eeyore, to go really slow. That's what I have to do, guys. Otherwise, I'll just get to thinking about other things and just be speed racer through this thing. Just nice and slow, guys. Nice and slow. Styling away from the jawline. Switching your angle of attack as well, guys. That does make a difference. Switching up your angle of attack. And just kind of how I do is I kind of go in, pop out just a little bit, away from the jawline. Mm-hmm. Away from the jawline. So 6 of you hanging out here, appreciate that. And my sincere apologies that I cannot interact with your comments. So appreciate that, guys. I appreciate you reaching out to on Instagram to let me know that everything seems to be okay. I just want to kind of diagnose it a little bit. So it seems to be a restream issue. Nice and slow, guys. Just keeping that nice and slow pace. Let's do maybe one, maybe two more passes here. Nice and slow. And oh my gosh, it is smelling citrus-y up in here. Mm-mm-mm. All right. All right, then we can get the heat from the bottom. Heat from the bottom. And just to start building some volume, to start getting some more nice and natural, purposeful control. Yep. All right. All right. All right. So now we can switch this over to the cold blast and put that down for a minute so it can kind of cool down on the inside. And we're going to come over to our Aberlight Pro at 340. And this is going to be for the detailed work, chin dip. And I think I'm going to go ahead and hit the sides up today and the stash. Let's get it, guys. So chin dip right here. And you just want to kind of grab right on top of the chin dip in kind of an upwardly outward fashion. Work against the dip, against it. Just in that nice upwardly outward fashion. And again, guys, nice, slow, steady pace. Never pausing on the beard. On the beard, you never want to stop. It's a little bit different for the stash, but at least on the beard, don't ever kind of hold the heat into one spot. There we go. All right, and then straight down with it. Don't want to put the dip back in. Straight down with it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and then we can go over to the sides. And I'm having to use the screen as a mirror here. So I'm just going to get my cord kind of up and out of the way behind my arm. And just using the face as a backboard. Using the face as a backboard. Just get it into a direction. The whole theory or point of it is to gather, gather, gather into a direction. And I'm going to do my deep grab for my whoop-de-whoops. That's right, can't forget the whoop-de-whoops. The whoop-de-whoops. Yep. And then straight down with that, guys. Straight down with it. Straight down with it. And then the other side. Again, using the face as a backboard. Face as a backboard. Kind of get a little bit better shot for you guys. Face as a backboard. Nice and slow. And then my deep grab for my whoop-de-whoops. Deep grab for my whoop-de-whoops. One more time, one more time, one more time. I'm gonna do the whoops. Yep. And then straight down with it. Straight down with it. All right, guys, and then we can hit the stash. And I'm waited too long. They kind of timed out, so I'm going to get that turned back on. And then for the stash, guys, same concept as it is on the side. We're going to gather, gather, gather into a direction, and then over for the patented Dancy Lazy Walrus. Over for the patented Dancy Lazy Walrus. So straight down. And one little tip that I kind of picked up from Dan is you can kind of get your tongue up into the back of your lip to create some more surface area. So straight down and then over. Over for that lazy walrus. Mm-hmm. Yep, just keep it up out of the way, eating and drinking for the lady's sake. Yep. And then the other side, guys. And then again, guys, for you longer beards, I have to kind of keep this up out of the way. Otherwise, the cord kind of gets down here and kind of starts pinching in and changes the style. So down, down, down. Down, down. Mm-hmm. Tongue behind the lip. And then over. And then with the stash, guys, it is a little bit more resilient, so you can kind of go nice and slow. You can kind of pause for a brief second, which is different than the beard, never stopping on the beard. And then I like to try to blend it down into the beard, on top, but down into. Touch up the sides if you'd like. And then you're done with the heated brush. Just simply unplug it. Simply unplug it. It'll keep a memory for you. Wherever you have it set, it'll have a memory. At least with the Aberlight Pro. It'll kind of keep that memory. Alright guys, over to the cold blast. Co-share, cold blast, low speed. Let's get it. And same thing with the heat, guys, that it is with the cold. In a nice, slow, even pace, styling away from the jawline. Away from the jawline. Nice, slow, even pace. Nice and slow. Just nice and slow. Away from the jawline into the direction that you would like it to go. We got 6 rocking in here, guys. And for you guys that have been here today, if you guys could update anybody coming in with the chat issue, I would sincerely appreciate it. All right. So I'd love to say hi to everybody. I at least know Chris and Mark's in here. So anyone else in here, I sincerely appreciate you coming in, taking time out of your day, getting through these technical difficulties with me. Really appreciate that, guys. You guys are rock stars. All right, guys. You know what time it is. Octobeard's about to take the stage, so get them screenshots ready. Get them screenshots ready because it's Octobeard time. That's right, guys. It's the cold blast from the back. This is to continue to build the volume. There we go. I got it out there. It's the Octobeard. Oh my gosh, this combo of oils is making my beard style fantastic today. Nice flow. Here we go. It's the Octobeard. The Octobeard's in the house. Boom. All right. All right. Again, guys, this is to help build the volume, lock in the nice, natural, purposeful look, and it just plain and simple feels good, guys. Just plain and simple feels good. It's the Octobeard. There's a decent one. All right. There's a good one. There's a good one. All right. All right, so now you can be done with your power tools, and I'm just going to go ahead and frame in the beard a bit. Just frame it in. Frame it in. And I don't have any balm from Tabletop, Deadman's, or Weatherbeard, so I don't have any balm to showcase today to kind of really lock in that Lazy Walrus. But I am going to switch over to the Chicago Comb number 12 here. I'm going to switch to the number 12, and just to kind of pick out the back. Again, guys, continuing to add to the volume. Kind of help hide the fork a bit. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right. And for the 6 of you in here, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Anybody on the restream, the replay squad, sincerely appreciate that. Let's get some love for you guys. Let's get some love. Let's see if this works today. Yeah, there we go. That's for anybody watching live, anybody watching the restream. Let's get some more love for you guys. Sincerely appreciate you guys fighting through the technical difficulties with me. Sincerely appreciate that. So there we go. Kind of help hid the fork a little bit. Decent volume. Decent volume. Yep. Yep. All right, guys, and I got another product from Weatherbeard to showcase before we get into this cleaning routine, and that is a parfum from Weatherbeard, and it's the Coastal Command. And guys, this is gonna match because it's got some grapefruit to help match with the revibe. It's got some pineapple, sweet, citrusy kind of vibes today, and freshness. So it's gonna kind of play up on that citrus kind of fresh kind of vibes. And so with any parfum for you bearded fellas, you want to keep it away from the beard. And I want to give a shout out to Born and Raised from last night talking about this, and really giving some good advice on where to apply some parfums for us bearded fellas. So for me, I like it on the back of the neck, and I like it on the top of the head, and then I like to get a little bit on the forearms. And if there's any parfum guys out there, what I've heard is that for when you put it on the forearms, you don't want to rub it together. Something about it creates too much friction and changes the molecules, can change the scent up too much. So the advice that I received was to pat it on. Yep. You don't want to rub, creating too much friction. Apparently, it changes the scent. So you just want to kind of pat it. Yep. And oh my gosh, if you guys know about Coastal Command, you guys know this stuff is so darn good. This is one of my favorite parfums, and to be honest, this is the one that kind of got me kind of hooked on to try and try some other parfums from not only Weatherbeard, but for some different companies as well. Mm-hmm. Yep. Very good. Absolutely love this stuff. Smells so good. Mm-mm-mm. Ah, that's good, guys. That's good. Mm-hmm. Fireworks for the Coastal Command, and I don't think you can even get it anymore. I think it's a retired scent from Weatherbeard, if I remember correctly. All right, guys, we're going to take a little bit of a water break and then get into our cleaning routine. Get into our cleaning routine. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, feeling a little dehydrated this morning. All right, guys. We can get into this cleaning routine. So I'm going to grab my cleaning kit. I like to keep everything in one spot that I need to get my tools cleaned, other than my combs, because I take those into the shower. And as I'm washing my beard, I wash the combs as well. So it's very good just to take your combs into the shower with you. Even your picks from time to time, guys. Get them picks in the shower, wash them out with your beard wash. It's a way to get those cleaned as well. So my cleaning kit consists of a few things here. It consists of where's that thing at? Kind of one of those little shaver brushes. One of those little shaver brushes. Mm-hmm. It's going to consist of either a super cheap toothbrush, is what I went with, or if you're brave, a used one. But I just grabbed a really cheap one. Yep, a new cheap one. It's going to consist of a little bottle of slightly diluted alcohol. Mm-hmm. And also, it's going to include some slightly diluted peroxide, which I'm actually going to be combining these two probably after this into one spray bottle. I've done some more looking, and it is fine to mix alcohol and peroxide. So we're going to get into this cleaning routine, guys. So I got my cleaning kit ready. So let's start with the co-share. So this is with the co-share specific. All you have to do is kind of get this cap off the bottom, get it turned on. Let me go ahead and have my brush handy. And so you're just going to push the fan button and push and hold it for a few seconds. It's going to stop its flow. and it's going to reverse it out the bottom of the screen here. And then you just want to brush any of the dust or anything that's kind of accumulated on it. Hope you guys can hear me. And then I'm going to do this a couple times. So I'm going to reset here. I'm going to reset. And then again, push and hold. Push and hold. It's going to stop the flow. And reverse it. And reverse. And just get that screen dust off. Just get that screen dust off. Yep. Yep. And we're going to do it one more time, guys. One more time here. I'm actually going to do a little test here. Normally I reset the fan to low speed, but I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to see what happens here. Let's see if it also does the same thing on the medium speed. I don't think it's going to do it on the medium speed. It's not going to do it. So let's reset here. That's interesting. That's a good test. That's a good test. So we're going to go to low speed, push and hold for a few seconds. Just going to stop and reverse that flow and get it brushed off one more time. One more time. I'm going to brush the screen one more time. All right. Oh, all right. So then I'm going to get this cap back on. Actually, I'm going to reset this thing, guys. Reset it. Get the screen back on. And I'm going to do one thing I haven't done for a while on this, and that's going to clean the outside of it. So I'm going to grab my alcohol. I'm going to grab my alcohol and just kind of spray it down. And then I'm going to come back through with my towel and just kind of wipe it down. Just kind of wipe it down. Just get everything nice and clean, nice and fresh for next time. Yep. Nice and clean for next time. All right. All right, so now we can move over to the heated brush to clean it. And this is a little bit more involved. So I'm going to get my heated brush, mischief manage this cord real quick, guys. And slight tip for you guys, if you guys are looking into getting a heated brush and don't have one, I highly recommend, after a couple years of having a corded one, I wish I would have invested into a cordless one. A little bit extra for the Aberlite one over this one. Or I've heard some very good things about the Beard Octane cordless. So if you can, invest just a little bit more into a cordless one. I promise, after a couple years of messing with the cord, I wish I had. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with kind of getting any kind of chunky stuff out of there, any kind of hair that's kind of in there. So it's kind of, if you can kind of see, there's kind of some angular spots in here that you can kind of get your brush into, and just kind of get any extra little hairs out of there. Just want to start with chunky stuff, if you will. Chunky stuff, if you will. And just work it back and forth. Work it back and forth. Get any kind of stuff out of there. Any stuff out of there. And I appreciate you guys hanging in here. 7 in here. I apologize. I'm not able to see your chats today. Having some technical difficulties. Not quite sure. It seems to be on Restream's end. Yep. All right, but no worries. We're gonna fight through it. We're gonna push through. So I'm just gonna continue to get some of this chunky stuff out here. Continue to get this chunky stuff. And if you guys have any questions about what's going on today, just DM me, since I'm not able to interact with you guys in the chat. Just DM me, and I'll be glad to answer anything that you guys are wondering. Again, chunky stuff, chunky stuff, chunky stuff. All right. So then I'm first going to come over with the alcohol, and I'm just going to spray this darn thing down. Just spray it down. Then kind of get my toothbrush. It's scrubbing time. Scrubbing time. This is going to really get everything cleaned out. Help get everything cleaned out. Got any hairs that are coming out, just kind of pluck them out there. Just really kind of get in there really deep. Really deep. Down to the bottom. Just scrub, 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 scrub. Kind of go in some different directions into an angular part, with the teeth, against the teeth. Yep. Just kind of really scrub that. Yeah, guys, DM me if you guys have any specific questions about this. And there's 9 rocking in here, so I appreciate you guys coming in here, hanging out. And again, I'm sorry I'm unable to interact in that chat today. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one more time. I'm gonna do 2 passes with the alcohol today. Just really get it in there. Just really get it in there. All right. Scrub, 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 scrub. Against the teeth, with the grain of the teeth, just all over, guys. All right, I think we're at a good point here. I think we're good. So now I'm just going to kind of dry some of this alcohol off. And then I'm going to come back through with the peroxide. And guys, these are just some tiny little travel spray bottles that I found at Five Below. Really nice to put into a kit. Really, really good size. Just so you can kind of get a comparison of the oils. Let me put this down real quick. So just so you can get a comparison of the size of the bottle. Yep. Just something kind of travel size that can fit into a kit, into the kind of bag that I have. Whatever, kind of fits your needs there. All right, guys, let's get it. So peroxide now. This is going to help with the biologicals. Any kind of biological stuff on there. All right, let's get this scrubbed down. You know it. You know it again, guys. Same thing here with the alcohol. You're just going to kind of scrub down in there, working with the teeth, against the teeth, just really kind of getting down in there. Yep. All right. And I think we'll make a couple passes with this as well, guys. Yep. Just scrub, 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 scrub. Scrub, scrub, scrub. This time you do want some scrubs. Yep. This time I do want some scrubs. Scrubbing with the toothbrush, that is. Hope you guys get all of my music references. I have a lot. All right, guys, let's make one more pass with the peroxide. And scrub, scrub, scrub. Yes, this time I want some scrubs. Scrubbing it so I can get it real clean. Yep. All right, I think we're good, guys. I think we're at a good point here. All right. So I'm going to wipe it down, get it all nice and dry. That way it's nice and fresh, ready to go for next time. Boom. Boom. All right. And guys, I kind of modeled my cleaning kit off of one from the Aberlite offers. They have like a pre-made solution of alcohol, peroxide, and a couple other ingredients. But so I kind of modeled it off of that. And then they also have a special brush that is a little bit longer bristles on it. So make sure you go check that out. But that's where I kind of got the idea, was to model it out after the Aberlite. All right. All right, let's get this cleaning kit put up, guys. So, again, I'm just going to have the cleaning kit consist of one of those little shaver brushes. One of those little shaver brushes. Consists of just a cheap toothbrush. Consists of some alcohol. Again, I picked these up at the Five Below. Just some travel ones, nothing too crazy. Super cheap. They're like $1 each. And some peroxide. And then again, I'm going to probably mix the two now that I know that it's safe to mix these two. And then, guys, I also keep it all together. That way, when I go to clean my stuff, it's all ready to go. I don't have to go searching for the alcohol. I don't have to get an alcohol bottle out or anything like that. Everything's just good to go right away. I can grab it, get it done. We know most of us don't like cleaning, don't like to do these kinds of things. So just to make it easy on myself, make it easier on yourself, a nice cleaning kit. And then also one little tiny tip here with this bag. If you guys have like kind of a bag, I found this one that has kind of like a little bit of an air hole in it. That way the toothbrush can kind of dry out. Everything can kind of get dried out on the inside. Yep. So a cleaning kit. I think this is a bag. I think I got some socks one time in the mail. I believe that's what was in here. So I just repurposed it. Yep, for my cleaning kit. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys can kind of pick up some tips on that to get your tools cleaned. All right, guys. we are going to get the heat stuff put up here. Now that we have it all cleaned, I dropped my heated brush right after it got cleaned. So we're going to put this up. And again, guys, to keep things simple, to keep things easy for a routine, I have a heat kit as well. Anything except for the combs that I need for a heat routine is right here in this bag. And this is actually a bag from the Babyliss Pro, the Cryo Brush. If you guys can see it right there, it says Babyliss. So I have just repurposed this for that as well. And then I do put this up every day, guys. Keep it nice. It's probably part of the problem why this cord is so mischief managed. All right. All right, guys, let's get this put up, and then we'll go over the routine, and then get out of here for the day. We've been going for 40 minutes at this point, so I appreciate you guys coming in here. For the folks that have been hanging out, again, apologize I can't comment or see your comments, interact with you too much, but I got some hearts for you guys. Sincerely appreciate the love. I appreciate the shout out from Born and Raised. Appreciate the shout out from Chris and Tara. Appreciate the shout out from Dan C. You guys are awesome. That's why we love this community. So let's just keep that up. Let's just support each other. And I really appreciate you guys. So for the routine, guys, let's get into this and we can get out of here. There's a mix of Weatherbeard, Tabletop, and Deadman's today. Deadman's going to be featured tonight on Dan and Sam's Beer Device Live, so I hope to see you guys there. But for the oils, I'm sorry, let's start with the washes. My fault, guys. I actually did a little bit of stripping wash today, which I haven't done for quite a while. But I did the Deadman's Unscented Stripping Wash. 10 rocking in here, guys. And if you guys could update anybody coming in that we're having some chat issues today. This is the Deadman's Stripping Beard Wash, and what I like about this is that it suds up well and just cleans. Leave my beard feeling nice, clean, nice reset, if you will. The Deadman's Beard Wash. Deadman's Beard Wash. Yep. Stripping Beard Wash. Yep. And then for the conditioning routine, because I mostly condition on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I brought in the Weatherbeard conditioner. This is very good, guys. What I like about this is that it spreads evenly in the beard. You don't need a lot, and it just does its job to an exceptional Mount Everest level. It is just so darn good. And I can't attest to this. I don't have anything up top. But if you have any head hair or anybody in your life has some head hair, I've heard this is extremely good for head hair and works very well as well. And just one little tip with conditioner, guys, it's kind of like solid butters. You don't want to get it down to the skin. So you just right on top on the hair, not scrubbing it down into the skin level. Yep. Conditioner and butter is for the hair. Yep. Weatherbeard beard conditioner. Very good stuff here, guys. And then for the oil mix today, you guys voted, and there was actually a two-way tie between Weatherbeard and Deadman's and Tabletop at Deadman's, but I went with Tabletop at Deadman's for the oils, but wanted to mix in a scent from Weatherbeard, which I'll show in just a minute. But for the oils, I started with the Summer Solstice. Summer Solstice from Tabletop, and look at that color. It's just so nice. It looks so good sitting up here on the shelf. Looks so good, kind of a little bit different than some other oils. Just very, very good. Very, very good color here. Very good stuff here. So conditioning. Really good. Don't sleep on Tabletop. And then kind of keeping with those citrusy kind of vibes, I brought in Revive from Deadman's, and this is part of the essential oil line. Essential oil 11 rocking in here, guys. This is part of the essential oil from Revive. I'm sorry, from Deadman's. And just to kind of backtrack just a little bit, the Tabletop Summer Solstice is described as summer and citrus. And then the Revive from Deadman's is described as juicy citrus zest, and earthy hops. So kind of playing on that citrusy, fresh citrusy vibe today. Yep, very, very good stuff here, guys. Very good blend, going very well together. Absolutely, absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. And then again, guys, to kind of keep kind of playing on that fresh kind of citrus kind of vibe today, I brought in a retired scent from Weatherbeard in Coastal Command, and it's described as grapefruit, pineapple, and freshness. So again, that citrus, fresh kind of vibe today. Very, very good here, guys. I absolutely love this stuff. If you have it, it is darn good. You know how darn good it is. Very, very good. And then for you bearded fellows out there, make sure you keep anything alcohol based away from the beard. And so some good tips from Born and Raised last night were the back of the neck, the top of the head for me, and then also the forearms and wrist. And then make sure you kind of pat it to kind of spread it around a little bit. I've heard from the parfum fellas that you don't want to be rubbing, creating too much friction. Something about it changes the molecules of the scent, and you just won't get that full vibes from it. So it was the Coastal Command from Weatherbeard for the scent. Yep. We also, oh, I did use the Chicago Comb number four. Whoa, Chicago Comb number 14 today. Number 14 for the conditioning routine in the shower. Yep, and washing. But for their heat routine, it was the Chicago Comb number 8. Number 8. And just as a comparison, guys, so you can kind of see the number 8 here, the number 14 here. The teeth on the 14 are thinner and closer together. Yep. So you can kind of get a little bit of a difference there. Yep. A little bit of a difference. Yep. So that was for the wash routine and the heat routine for the number 8. But then at the end of the routine, I brought in the extra large Chicago Comb number 12. Speaking of 12, there's 12 in the chat. Appreciate you guys. And for you guys coming in, if you guys have been here, I appreciate it. If you're just coming in, I'm unable to interact with the comments today. Don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you guys are at least to talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, I really appreciate that. We appreciate that. So Chicago Comb number 12, and this was just to kind of pick from the back and just to continue to add to the volume, continue to, I'm sorry, to help hide the fork a bit. Yep, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Chicago number 12. And just so you can see the difference, this is the Chicago Comb number 11, and just a little bit of a comparison here. Wider teeth, a little bit thicker teeth. Yep. And just kind of so you can kind of see the size comparison. So I just want to showcase that a little bit. Chicago Comb number 11, Chicago Comb number 12, the extra large number 12. Very good. Absolutely been loving the number 12. Yep. If I kind of leave out for the day running errands, I'll kind of use the number 12 before I go. But I do take the number 7 with me. The number 7, which is a lot smaller, a little more pocket friendly, if you will. I take this if I need a little bit of style boost throughout the day. If I'm out running errands, stuff like that. Yep. If I'm out into the world, I take the number 7 with me. Again, just if I can, in case I need a little bit of a style boost. 13 in here, guys. Really appreciate that. So this is kind of like my pocket comb, if you will. Yep. All right, guys. I think that pretty much covered. Oh, we did also do a cleaning routine today. Oh, let me go and showcase. Inside of here for the heat routine was the kosher medium heat, low speed. And then it was the Aberlite Pro at 340, my sweet heat spot. And then we also did a cleaning routine. We cleaned those same tools I just showcased, the kosher and the Aberlite, with a cleaning kit, which consists of like a little razor brush, a toothbrush, alcohol, and peroxide. And again, guys, I just like to keep it all together. So when I do need to clean, I can just take it out, get it done, and right back in and ready for next time. Yep, 13 rocking in here, guys. Let's go in the middle of the day. Appreciate you taking time out of your day coming in here. We've been going for 49 minutes, almost 50 minutes here. So appreciate you guys coming in. Cleaning kit. All right, guys. Don't forget to hesitate to head over to beard3dprints.com. Check out any kind of storage solutions for your beard collection. This is the all oils shelf here that can hold up to 14 oils and 2 samples. Well, the Weatherbeard one is a little out of frame. Here we go. My fault, guys. My fault. Since we're featuring Weatherbeard a little bit. There we go. My fault, guys. So just like as you see on the Weatherbeard shelf, it can also hold 2 samples. 14 oils, 1 ounce oils, and 2 samples. It can also fit the liquid butters from True North or most liquid butters from different companies. And they can also fit any of these 25 mil, I believe. 25 mil. Here, let me show a Deadman's one since we're talking about them today. Any of these 25 mil parfum containers also fits those. And then also fits the Johnny Ray bottle size as well. The Johnny Ray one. So it also fits that. Yep. So you can organize, display up to 14 oils and 2 samples on one shelf. And then also the butter tubes, the 2 ounce butter tubes can hold 5 2 ounce butter tubes. And then all you have to do is just distribute them from the bottom. Distribute them from the bottom. Yep. So you can just grab what you need. That's on the bottom. If it's in the middle, you can just kind of cycle through them. And there you go. Boom. That's actually a Weatherbeard one right here. Yep, that's the Ken Conson collab one. So any of those standard kind of glass 2 ounce beard butters can be organized into those tubes. All right, guys, we've been going for 51 minutes. I'm about to get out of here. Again, I apologize about the chat today. I apologize I can't highlight anybody, but I sincerely appreciate you guys coming in here. I'm going to get plenty hearts for you guys. Let's get some fireworks for you guys. And some lasers. Heck yeah. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate you guys coming in here. I hope you enjoy any of the organization products here. I hope to see you tonight on Dan and Sam's Beard Advice Live featuring Deadman's. And yeah, just sincerely appreciate that, guys. I'm going to leave you guys with the old beer waggle. The old beer waggle. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Nice natural flow. Can kind of go back to where I had it. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys, I'm gonna get some more love for you guys. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys tonight. And with that, I'll see you all on the next one. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.